Okay, now we're back to Picture Perfect Health with our Malt-O-Meal bread. Can you see that? See how soft? See how moist that is? It's hot, still steaming here, but I'll try to hold it in my hand so you can, and squeeze so you can see how moist that bread is. Very hot. See that? And I mean, it almost bounces. It's so soft. And this is the way your bread will turn out. It won't be as tight as it is with using the recipe that that's on the Malt-O-Meal. You will be using the measurements on the Malt-O-Meal bread, on the Malt-O-Meal box, but just adding those few little changes and your bread is so soft and so moist. Okay, so this is how your bread should turn out. It might take a couple of tries before you get it just right, but once you get it right, it's absolutely delicious. And when it comes to sweetness, you sweeten it to your, how sweet you want it. If you want it really sweet like cake, then I have two son-in-laws, and that's the way they like to eat their bread. I don't like my bread that sweet, but I do like to add a little sweetness. On here, I use 3 tablespoons, but I mean, I use 2, but normally I would put about 3 tablespoons. But I use a little less for the recipe. But this is your bread, and see how soft that is, and see how it rolls. It's about 2.5 inches thick. So this is your bread. And so now, once that bread is all cooked, you're gonna break it up so it can cool really easy, because you're getting ready to make your dressing, and you want that to be really cool. So you gotta let your bread cool before you can touch it. And so you can get a fork or a knife and you cut that up like that. Break that bread up. That bread is going to be so moist, I'm telling you, and so soft. But you break that bread up like that. Okay, and get it as fine as you can. Some people might want, chunks of bread, large pieces of bread in there. If you want to leave that, you can. But break it up as fine as you can get it. Now, what you're going to need in this is that you're going to need onion and bell pepper. You need green onion and bell pepper. Since I don't have a very large pan of bread, I use 3 stalks of celery and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stalks of green onion. So what you're going to do is cut the ends off of your green onion, and if you have any loose, you can pull that and throw it, but you're going to cut those ends off and cut it as thin as you can get it so it can cook in the dressing, or you can saute it before, which wouldn't be a bad idea. You can saute it, make it a little soft, give it a little cooking before you put it into your dressing. So this is what you're going to do. You even it up, and you take it and you cut it as thin as you can get it. Thin, 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 and just slice, slice, slice. Like this. So it can cook, so about that thin. Hopefully you can see that. About that thin. And you slice all of your onion, and then you slice your celery.